mission, solving mysteries in the night. Chasing shadows, finding answers, shining bright light. No one's left behind, in the darkness all alone. With a heart like a siren, she brings the lost ones home. Silent cries in the dark no longer have to be, for justice wheels keep turning, granny on the beat. Broken voices find their power, call out hope again. When these crime busters run, no victims left to pay. Bravery in her veins, truth she won't disguise. With a fire in her eyes, she's got nothing to deny. Granny fights for justice, never backs down from the call. For the voiceless and the missing, she'll stand tall.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing this fine day? Hope everybody's doing good. Hello, Lori, Trees. Good to see you guys. Ginger, hello. Good to see everybody. All right, let's start with our spotlight on the missing. We have Alana Locklear, missing since August 12th, yesterday, guys, from Williamston, North Carolina. She is 17 years old. If anybody knows anything about her disappearance, where she might be, please call 911 or the Wilmington Police Department in North Carolina. We need to get our children home. Let's not forget about Jonathan Huang, still missing, guys. 21-year-old autistic young man, presents as a 8 or 9-year-old. Last possible sighting was in Kirkland, Washington, about a month ago now. So he really needs to be home with his family. That's a sad situation. Oh my goodness, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, $500,000 reward for Sebastian. He needs to be home. At Night has put out a notice. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay, so I'll share my screen with you guys. Make it bigger so you can see it. There we go. All right. So August 12th, 2025, Bring Sebastian Home. At Night expands canvas, calls on the nation's eyes and ears. Today, At Night, Creative Intelligence renews its call for the public's help in the search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He was 15 when he vanished on February 25th. He is 16 today. We don't care about politics, parties, or zip codes. We care about a child. When an American child is missing, we close ranks and move as one. At Night is conducting a major facial surveillance sweep aimed at identifying and making direct contact with every individual observed in the vicinity of Sebastian on the night of February 25th, 2024. This operation leverages advanced imaging analytics, public and private camera archives, and coordinated outreach to witnesses. The goal is simple but urgent: to locate, interview, and document each person present in that crucial window, reconstructing every movement and interaction that may hold the key to bringing Sebastian home. We won't feed drama, clicks, or courtroom play-by-play. Litigation is handled by a separate division and will not steer field operations. Our mission begins and ends with finding Sebastian. Don't boost profiteers or rumor mills. Boost Sebastian's face and facts. Where we need your eyes. At Night has expanded active intelligence gathering to 3 regions: Chesapeake, Virginia; Springdale, Arkansas; Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We are not saying Sebastian was or is in these places. We are assembling a complex puzzle from tips and data received since September 4th, 2024. Local memories, photos, and fragments of routine can reveal the thread that ties this case together. Pull that thread and the picture emerges. What to check? It matters more than you think. Doorbell and security camera archives February 24th to the present. Dash cams, rideshare trip logs, hotel receipts, parking records, old phone galleries looking for unfamiliar faces in the background, social posts, marketplace messages, or DMs that felt off at the time. If something nudges your gut, say it. One detail can break a stalemate. 1 year ops update, September 2025. On the 1 year mark of our dedicated effort, September 4th, 2025, At Night will release a substantial operations update that maps the work to date: manpower, technology, verified corridors, and regions scoured. Public edition redacted, a fact-based summary of actions taken and areas covered. Official edition unredacted, transmitted to the U.S. Department of Justice Missing Kids Division with sensitive leads and full technical detail. In the spirit of our finest moments as a nation, we ask nothing but your vigilance. Check once more. Make the call, send the clip. We will move fast, we will move smart, and we will not stop. From cornfields to interstates, cul-de-sacs to city blocks, let's bring Sebastian home. And then it just talks about At Night. They are accepting calls and tips from any country, especially from those in Mexico, Central America, and U.S. port zones. Remain extremely vigilant at airports, bus terminals, border crossings, ferries, and tourist entry points. If you see anything, you may call or text immediately. We urge you to dial 911 if Sebastian is seen, or contact 1-800-CALL FBI or 1-800-THE-LOST. So there you have it, guys, for that one. All right, let me see what I'm missing here. Hello, Robin. Good to see you. Hi, Ariel. Kate, hello, hello. Jen, Valerie, hello. Good to see you guys. So we'll be getting a full analysis of the 1 year mark since At Night took over in September. That's going to be interesting to read. It will be redacted. Understandable. Very understandable. I have had hope since they came on, and I still have hope in them. They never stopped working the case, guys. So, all right. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was Travis Decker's still out there, guys. Could look like any of these pictures. The picture with the ball cap, he's got his hair pulled back in a ponytail. So you see him clean shaven, you see him with facial hair, long hair, no hair. So you can kind of get an idea of what he looks like. If anyone would happen to see him, do not approach. Call 911. He's considered to be armed and very dangerous. He has taken the lives of his 3 children, 3 babies. So he's wanted for 3 counts of first-degree red rum and 3 counts of first-degree kidnapping for taking the lives of his 3 little girls seen here, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, seen with their mom. Very sad situation. All right. So, tonight we'll again be talking about Jack and Lily, but I did want to comment on something, and It's so sad, guys. It's really sad. But let's go ahead and take a look. Looks like our friend Durwood is getting a little bit angry. Angry enough to sue, guys. Where'd that go? There it is. Okay. So he threatened somebody. He said, you better remove this AI stuff that is posting on TikTok about myself and my son now. It's nothing but total lies, and I am calling a lawyer and the Mounties. What the, what is wrong with you? You know what, people? You understand? So he's starting to threaten people, guys. And for me, it's not worth it to get a couple of laughs every video. So no more dancing, Durwood. I'm sorry. Kate, yeah, you think Travis might. I wondered if he didn't maybe take his own life after he took his kids. I have a feeling he did, but I wish they could find him, because I think that his ex-wife, the mother of his kids, that he took their lives of, isn't really going to have any peace until he or his body is found, right? How could she? She's got to be scared to death. I mean, if I were her, I'd be thinking he'd be coming for me next, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's a lot of exclamation marks. Thank you, Prayer Warrior. Hello, by the way. SRB. Good to see you guys. Yeah, guys, I live on Social Security. I can't afford any kind of a lawsuit. So as much as I love our video, it's not worth it to me to be sued over something like that. So I did look up the law. And even though many people get away with stuff, you can't make memes unless of people allegedly, unless you get their permission. But I don't know, how many people get other people's permission to make memes of them, right? I mean, look at how many memes there are out there for actors and actresses, and it's crazy. But he's starting the threats. I even got an email about it, so I'm just gonna let it go. Thank you guys for understanding. I appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Yeah. She's got to be living her life in fear. Just blame it on AI, Granny. I was just having fun with AI. Oh, yeah. Looking for money. Yeah. And I'm not in Canada. So, I mean, I don't know. And I don't know if that Callie is or not, but I don't know. I'm just going to stop while I'm at. I'm sure he is looking for money, but yeah, it's definitely not worth catching a suit for. So we're gonna let it go. And yeah, no Janie videos, nothing like that, guys. Hello, Osprey. Good to see you, Mr. Hemi. Everyone who came in, I'm sorry if I missed anybody. So, we are going to watch Mr. Yummy. We haven't watched him in a while, guys. So, um, it's just a high truth and beauty. Poor old Durwood. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what this person wrote about him and his son. I have no clue. Um, yeah, we're talking about how I'm not going to show the video anymore. Well, I'm sorry. I don't need a lawsuit, so um, it's just not worth it to me. But yes, guys, thank you for understanding that part, and also thank you for all the well wishes and comments from yesterday. I had a really great time with my sister. She came up from Kentucky. It was just a short visit. She has two daughters who live in two separate um, cities in Wisconsin. So she spent time, but she brought um, two of her grandbabies here. I got to see them as well. I was having fun with um, my great niece, I guess it is, right? Um, she's 8 years old. She's so cute. Her and I were having a blast. But yeah, it's always good to. I only have the one sister, so. Oh, somebody said Durwood wants to sue because of money. He wants money, 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 which could be it, but is it going to be worth it between Canada and the United States? I mean, I don't know if this girl lives in Canada. She may, I don't know. I live in the United States, so yeah, it was really a lot of fun. I mean, we didn't do much of anything, but um, sat, went out to eat, and just went to Dairy Queen. It was pretty warm here, and my cousin stopped by, and so we're all sitting there talking and laughing with the kids and having a good old time. It's on the screen, so let me look. I don't know if I can make this any bigger. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't make it any bigger than it is, but it says this is from Durwood. He messaged somebody. I don't know who. And he said, "You better." It's kind of a threat. Remove this AI crap that so and so is posting on TikTok about myself and my son now. It's nothing but total lies, and I am calling a lawyer and the Mounties. WTF is wrong with you, effing people? You understand? So, making threats, threatening to get a lawyer. I don't know what it was about, honestly. Um, but I mean, we've said he hasn't probably seen our video. That doesn't mean anybody couldn't have videotaped it and put it out there. I don't know. It's possible. So, um, hello, just me. Yeah, but some people think suing everybody is a way to get it. Never mind working hard all your life, right? It was fun while it lasted, I know. Um, the person whose name is in that TikTok on the screen. But I mean, if he's threatening there, I don't know. Yeah, he did. And we have evidence that he called us names here too first before we did anything. So Yeah, I think so. He's getting blocked everywhere. It's funny. Oh, thank you, Walla. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much.
Granny wants to thank you all for kindness in the chat. Super stickers, bright and grand, gifts of love we understand.
Memberships you gifted here spread the joy and banish fear. Every super thanks you send warms her heart and ends the end.
Granny cheers with love so true for each special thing you do. Thank you from her heart. You all play a major part.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see where we are. I'm sure they will. Can we also, right? I mean, he called you guys names. That's defamation. Here in my chat alone, he called everybody idiots. So, I mean, Turwood's bark is worse than his bite. Best come up with a big retainer, especially here in Canada. Yeah. I don't know what it's for, just me. I honestly don't. And he's suing I don't know if she's a TikTok creator or Facebook. I don't know. He said it's on TikTok, but he put this on Facebook. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. He's saying it's defamation about himself and his son. So I don't know what this person said or did. Yeah, he did say nasty things about the RCMP. Yeah, he's not used to people making fun of his BS, right? We got him back for a little while, didn't we? Aw, thank you, Walla. You're so sweet. Bring out Daniel's violins. Aw. Yeah, he's an idiot. He is too sexy for his chair. Good to know. I mean, I don't know gender, right? How do you know? I mean, most of the time, you can kind of tell AI. Remember I showed that one and I said that this is AI, I can tell it. I knew it was. But I don't know, right? I don't know. So, um, yeah. Jump as I was reading the law on that though, and many images have copyright. And so if you take and make a video or a meme or anything out of a copyrighted image and you didn't get permission to use it, that's illegal. um, yeah. And if you don't get permission from the person that is represented in the video or the meme, you can also be sued for that. Yeah, he can dish it out, but he can't take it. I mean, who's gonna take a case? But you never know. Oh, someone posted a picture of his son. Oh, well, did they say anything bad? They must have said something in that picture, though, because he said it's nothing but total lies. I don't, Hello, Bobby. All right, so getting back to Jack and Lily, I only brought that up, guys, to tell you that I'm just not going to be showing. We're not going to be having our dance party. I'll have to figure something else out so we can have a party, right? I'll think of something so we can have our party. I'll make something, but unfortunately it's not going to be anybody that's not been nice to us. We actually can't do anything about, right? All right, let's go to Mr. Yummy and see what he has to say about Earl.
Are you the one that stole them kids?
Me?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
You're a idiot. Another one of them YouTubers, are you?
Is there anything wrong that I parked my car in here?
You're not parking, you.
That's what they think of us, guys. We're another one of them YouTubers. YouTubers make up memes of me. Oh man, he would be so fun to make a meme of, wouldn't he? uh, I agree, Joanne. He put himself in the middle of this, and he did it on his own. Yeah. In Nova Scotia, they are very tough on cyberbullying since a teenager committed due to pics posted of her. That's so sad. That's so sad. And they should be. I mean, you know, I didn't look at that as bullying Durwood, though. We're just giving back to Durwood. One of those city slickers, right? We're one of those YouTubers.
Being an idiot.
For what?
You can YouTube all you want. You low life little. You can smile because you got a camera there.
Calm
You're taking
down.
my picture.
Calm
I don't
down.
have to calm down.
Keep quiet. Keep quiet, man.
Hate you, YouTubers.
That's reportedly a step-grandpa of missing Nova Scotian tots Lily and Jack Sullivan, and we're finally starting to learn about him and their bizarre home life thanks to the Globe and Mail. So in today's video, let's break down their bombshell report and count the red flags. I'm Deception Detective, an attorney trained in statement analysis. This channel exposes lies and manipulation, so if that's your thing, hit subscribe. For exclusive videos, early access to new videos, and other cool perks, consider becoming a channel member. Link in description. Like it or not, one of the biggest risk factors to child abuse and neglect is unrelated adult males in the house. So before we break down all the new things the Globe and Mail's investigation turned up about Lily and Jack's bizarre home life, I just want to
Did you hear what he said, guys? Unrelated adult males in the house. Just saying. All right. Let's see. your kids knew Travis Decker's wife? Is that who you're saying, Jay? Does anyone else find it kind of odd that the article was behind a paywall for Canadians missing persons, and it was written in a very storytelling manner? Is this typical? Most newspapers nowadays, Walla, any that I've gone to try, or I shouldn't say any, but many national news organizations that, have a lot of credibility do have a subscriber base, and you have to pay to see something. So that's not unusual. I didn't find that unusual in the least a little bit. Storytelling manner, I guess I did find that a little bit different. Yeah, it did strike me a little bit different. But maybe that's why they're popular. I mean, I don't know. Hello, Brian. That's her ex-husband, Mr. Hemme. Although somebody just said, I don't even know if I should say it. I'm going to say it. I just read somewhere, I think it was in a comment on my video. Someone said that they heard that Earl is not only Daniel's father, but he's also his uncle, meaning that Earl is Janie's brother. I don't know. This is what I've heard. It's a rumor. I don't take it for fact, guys. I'm just telling you what I heard. And that shocked me. Oh, yeah, we were only You're right. We were telling him he's too sexy for his chair. His shining curls bouncing. He's floating on air. Oh my gosh. Billy Bob teeth. Okay. I think he probably says things like that to his children, be a man. I mean, maybe he needs to look in the mirror. I'm sorry. That's all it was, giving back to the needy. Yeah, Bobby, I like that, right? We were complimenting him. Oh, I see. I see who you're talking about. The teenager who had her photo distributed. Oh, yeah. I thought it was horrible when I was in school, right? Yeah. Now you got cyberbullying. It's horrible, horrible. But then again, I don't think that, and I'm not saying this girl did, but I know that it's a thing that girls send illicit photos to their boyfriends now. And, not all girls, but, I don't think I would have ever done that. But I mean, I don't know. There weren't cell phones back then, so I don't know what I could say. It's the article by Globe and Mail. I know. No, I cannot. It'd be horrible. You heard that too. Yeah. Well, let's listen to what Mr. Yummy has to say about what Earl thinks. Okay.
Play you the rest of that clip I was playing in the intro so you can form your own opinion about Earl Martell, if that's actually him in the video. I can't say for sure because I couldn't find the original video anywhere. So here it is, courtesy of fellow YouTuber Joseph Morse.
And I don't know if you guys remember this clip from earlier, but this is Earl actually getting really angry at a influencer who was visiting the home.
Yeah, you sure can. What are you doing? Put your camera down, bud. Be a man. Be a man.
Tell me, what can help you?
Are you the one that's the kids?
Me?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
Are you in here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
You're a idiot. Another one of them YouTubers, are you?
Is there anything wrong that parking my car in here?
You're not parking, you being an idiot.
For what?
You can YouTube all you want. You low-life little
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
You can smile because you got a camera there.
Calm
You're taking
down.
my picture.
Calm
I don't
down.
have to calm down.
Who heard you?
You're the one that
Who heard you?
you.
Who heard you?
You.
Keep crying. Keep crying, man.
Hate you YouTubers.
I'm not YouTuber.
Then what are you doing here?
I'm here looking for What are you
Then
doing?
what you doing here?
Why
Oh,
you take pictures of me then?
because you took a picture of me first.
I live here.
So what? I can't come here to help? What the wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you?
Walk away, you little
That's the full clip. Make of it what you will. Personally, I wouldn't interpret it too much. For example, it's a stressful situation, and I wouldn't want either of them watching my kids. But I do just want to point out two small things. First, that he referred to Lily and Jack
We'll listen to that in a second. But he said, I wouldn't want either of those two watching my kids. How true is that? And yes, guys, it could have been a smart aleck remark. But I've heard over and over and over again that there is incest going on there. I don't, again, don't take it as fact, but this is what I hear. And as I say that, I know I'm in a mood. I'm in a good mood today. You know why? I mean, I had a good time with my sister. I got a good night's rest. Brenda Jo and I went out today. So, I'm life is good. So, yeah, I'm probably a little bit snarky right now. It's like they're mixing facts and fiction. If I were to pick that out at a library. Also, Kent said he was in close contact with the reporter. The reporter's bio says storytelling is fundamental in the power of journalism to affect change. That's very true. People like to read a story versus a news, right? I'm more apt to read a story. Imagine Billy Bob's teeth. Does anyone remember No, I don't know that one. where the parents of these girls, yeah, that are sending illicit. I know. Parents need to, you know, we didn't have a cell phone in my day. We didn't have them when my girls were growing up, right? My girls were of age already by the time they got a cell phone. They're on their own. So what they did after that, I don't know. I have no clue. But I do think that parents need to have something, some kind of control over their kids with their cell phones. Who does? Please don't say Earl and Janie. The banjos. Oh my gosh. When we had our kids, we were asked on a form in Nova Scotia Hospital if myself and my partner were related. Really? Okay. Well, what if you were? I'm just saying. I mean, what if you were? What are they going to do? Take your baby away? Um, the video didn't come from JM, Lori. Okay, so we're not really watching JM. We're just watching the video on his channel. We're not listening to his commentary or anything else. Okay. He's very polite and proper. Not. I think he was saying who hurt you, but I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to understand what he's saying. Yeah. And see, I kept wondering if that's what he was saying, keep crying. It was hard for me to understand him. That's all there was to that clip. So I don't know if the creator stopped taping it then or what. I completely agree with you, Sandra. Earl is not a step grandfather, Janie is not a step grandmother, and Daniel is not a stepfather to Lily and Jack. I agree. Certain parts of Nova Scotia are known for interfamily relationships. Not sure about there, but rural people are different than city people. What do you mean it's free outside Canada, Sandra? Because I couldn't pull it up. We don't know what happened, and I wouldn't want the whole world hanging outside my house all the time with cameras. I agree. I agree. I wouldn't either. Good point. Good point. Hello, Wendy. All right. Everybody in the story have different surnames. Yeah, well, the children's last name is Sullivan. You got Martell, Brooks Murray. Right? I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with the way they're writing at all. What if someone wants to hurt you because they think someone did something? You know, and that's very true. There are a lot of crazy people out there. If a crazy person thought that Earl did something, I mean, you know, I guess I understand that kind of fear. They want to know if a couple who has a baby are related due to possibly genetic defects. Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't doubt it. You know, Earl was the one person that people didn't see. Some creators want that. And he goaded him, didn't he? Just saying. Yeah. I understand a little bit about Earl's side. Think after what some of you were saying in here regarding this video. But Daniel's been defensive from the beginning, right? That screams guilt to me. I tried to pull it up and it was behind a paywall for me. So I don't know. I don't know. Yes. He went to Wade's under, pretense, and he's probably said something to Earl. He did say so. He was yelling at him. Earl was walking away and he kept yelling. Earl would have walked away. You guys are crazy. Yeah. I had to get a blood test as well. Yeah. I don't know. They don't do that anymore? I'm just trying to get caught up here with you guys. $0.99 is what it was. Gotcha. I didn't even look because most of them are more than that. All right, let's continue on with
as those kids, which is distancing language. It doesn't necessarily mean he did anything nefarious to them. I'm just pointing it out. And of course, he could have been doing it on purpose because he didn't want to seem related to the case, because he didn't want to invite that YouTuber to ask any more questions. Which brings me to my second point. When he said, "Did you take those kids?" he said it facetiously. In other words, he wasn't actually curious about whether or not that YouTuber actually kidnapped his step-grandchildren, which could mean he already knew that the kids weren't kidnapped at all. But given how confrontational the interaction was, I think he was just simply saying that as a way to put the YouTuber on the defensive, which is reasonable whether Earl has guilty knowledge or not. Anyway, all that is peanuts compared to what the Globe and Mail dug up on everyone. The article itself is behind a paywall, so I'm not going to rip it off. I'm just going to play parts of it that are relevant to my analysis, and I'm going to be using Natural Reader AI to read it out for us. All right, let's listen.
Deep in the middle of Nova Scotia, far from its quaint coastal towns, sits Lansdowne, a hamlet of around 100 people in a cellular dead zone. Most of the people here live a quiet rural existence in secluded homes scattered along backcountry roads that only the locals know, where chickens and large dogs roam free, and the rusted skeletons of old vehicles sit marooned in the dirt. Much like American Appalachia, this once prosperous corner of Pictou County is now economically stagnant. 1 in 5 children live in poverty, higher than most other counties in the province. It's here where the lives of Lily and Jack Sullivan were implanted 2 years ago, to a rundown trailer set back from Highway 289 with their pregnant mother and stepfather.
As I've already pointed out, an unrelated adult male in the house with young children is an exacerbating factor for child abuse and neglect. Now, does that mean that every unrelated adult male living with a kid is an abuser? Of course not. But statistically, it increases the odds. Likewise, poverty also increases the odds of child abuse and neglect. So already in the opening paragraphs of this article, we have multiple reasons to be on higher alert than normal for child abuse and neglect, albeit these are already ones I've pointed out in my earlier videos in the series. All right, let's keep listening.
Life for Lily, 6, and Jack, 4, inside the cluttered trailer in Lansdowne was chaotic. There were holes in the floor of the front stoop, tarps to protect the underside of the trailer from the elements, and so much racket from the lively children that their step-grandmother soon retreated to a camper in the driveway. Their stepfather, Daniel Martel, 34, with pale eyes and ropey arms, worked at the local hardwood mill. Their mother, Malihia Brooks Murray, 27, a member of Sipeknekatic First Nation with chin-length dark hair, stayed home with their baby Meadow. Most days, Jack and Lily hopped on the bus to attend Salt Springs Elementary, a rural school about a 20-minute ride from their home. Jack, smaller than his peers, was strapped in at the front of the bus, next to his sister.
If you've binged all my videos about this case, you'll know I've thought since day one that Lily and Jack probably suffered an accident, in that their mom and her boyfriend, Daniel Martell, covered it up because of some sort of tentative guilt. For instance, because of the nature of the accident, they didn't report it because they knew that they would get in trouble for criminal neglect or drug possession, or maybe even signs of abuse on the kids' bodies if they reported it. And here in the article, we see that there were multiple opportunities for an accident to befall these little kids. The trailer was cluttered, there were holes in the floor, there was probably exposed wood and nails everywhere. But even more disturbing is this description of Jack as being smaller than his peers, because that could be a result of malnutrition, which is a consequence of neglect. But even if it's not, and Jack was just small for his age, and even if the trailer itself wasn't as decrepit as it's described here in the article, that still wouldn't explain their mother Malaya's reticence in her one interview she did the day they were reported missing, which is coming up next in the article, or her silence ever since. As I often say on the channel, pleading the fifth in a missing child case is basically as good as a confession. And that's because, unlike any other sort of crime, if you plead the fifth when your kid is out there missing, you're hurting your own interests. Don't you want to find your kid? Speaking up is worth the risk if you're innocent. But if you're guilty, your lawyer will definitely tell you not to speak up because there's no upside. Anyway, all that is to say that Malaya's silence is very suspicious. And the one time she did speak up, it didn't go well. Here's how the article describes it.
The morning the children were reported missing, the big yellow school bus rolled past the mobile home without stopping for a second day in a row. Jack and Lily were usually standing by the side of the road, waiting to be picked up. But earlier that morning of May 2nd, their mother had marked them absent from school at about 6:15 a.m. Both parents have said it was because Lily had a cough. They say they heard the children playing in the next room while they dozed in the bedroom with their toddler. Daniel has said he saw Lily pop in and out a few times. At about 9:40 a.m., the couple says, they awoke and realized the kids were gone. They were outside playing, but we weren't aware of it at the time, and the next thing we knew it was quiet, she told CTV Atlantic. We get up and I tell my partner Daniel, "Do you hear the kids?" And he says no. Instantly we are looking outside. We are looking everywhere, yelling for them. Police still haven't confirmed the circumstances of how the young siblings went missing. It's possible that there were clues, even potential warning signs, in their home life. A closer look into the lives of Jack and Lily shows that all was not well in the trailer in Lansdowne.
Rather than rehashing my analysis of that statement by Malaya, here's a clip from my video where I analyzed it right after she made it 3 months ago.
What happened was we woke up, I heard them playing in the next room beside us, and I was drifting in and out of sleep. And they're not the type of kids that we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure that we're out there with them, watching them. And they happen to just get out that sliding door and we can't hear it when it opens. And they were outside playing, but we weren't aware of it at the time.
We're off to a bad start, and that's because this mother is doing lots of the things that we've seen verified hoaxers do on the channel. I've put the Spotting Hoaxes card from the Deception Deck, my 52 favorite rules for spotting lies and manipulation, on your screen if you want to read all 4, but I'm just going to point out 2 of them right now. First, she's conclusive about how the children left the house, when if her story were true, that they were in and out of sleep, and you can't hear whether or not that door is being opened or closed, she wouldn't be able to know that. She also said that the kids were outside playing. Maybe she's guessing about that stuff or suspects it, but there's no way to state it this conclusively. Unless, of course, she made up that story in her own head. Second, her story is vague. What does drifting in and out of sleep mean? What noises exactly did she hear which let her know that the children were playing in the other room? She didn't even say what the kids' names are. And this is yet another sign of a hoaxer, because hoaxers, especially when they have a co-conspirator, like I think her boyfriend might be, if they actually have guilty knowledge, have to line up their stories over time with themselves and with each other. So the more concrete details they give, the more opportunity for people to catch them in their lies. Or if they're just low IQ, like many of the hoaxers we've analyzed on the channel, they never even think of those details in the first place. All right, let's keep listening, but to be clear, our baseline still hasn't changed. Check the end card for that video, as well as my Lily and Jack playlist, which has my entire analysis of the case in chronological order. There's plenty more in this article, like I said, about Earl Martell, as well as other conclusive statements Malaya made that we've never seen before to her ex-mother-in-law. So if you want a part 2, let me know by liking, commenting, and sharing. I'm pausing here because I want to give the Globe and Mail a chance to let me know if they're okay with me doing this sort of reaction. Until next time, stay true.
Okay. So interesting what he's thinking. He's thinking that Malaya's silence is confession, guys. What do you think? The ropey arms. What does that mean? I've never heard that terminology before. What does ropey arms mean, guys? Because I sure don't know. More like Lily had a black eye, so they didn't want to send her to school. But she was already gone, in my opinion. Oh, that would drive me crazy. I can't stand mice. So rats would, oh. They had Wi-Fi. Their phones worked on Wi-Fi. That's the only way they were able to use their phones there. They made that clear early on in the beginning. I don't know. I do not know. Yep, she sure did. Nova Scotia's homeless population grew over 90% in the last 2 years due to housing crisis. Some people have no choice about their living conditions. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think the kids were kept home because of the black eye as well. And then something much worse happened. In my opinion, Mr. Yummy thinks there's still some kind of an accident, and then that they tried to cover it up because they were afraid of getting in trouble. That means he's gangly or thin and stringy. Okay. I agree. She should have stayed living with Patty. And yeah, Patty was going to give her the house. I mean, stupid. But here's the thing. She got pregnant with Daniel's child. So that's when Daniel had a pull on her. Hi, Ann. Who heard what? What what do you mean? They had Starlink. Gotcha. Yes, guys, I've been seeing a lot of names being listed in here. Please do not use full names in chat, okay? That's a good point, Jennifer. I think Malia had parenting deficiencies that tied by the presence of other supportive family, but when that stopped, super risky. Her family knew the risks. I agree. They did. They probably couldn't talk her out of leaving and going there. I think that she got talked into leaving because she was pregnant. That's my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. Because they said that they could use Wi-Fi for their phones. You know, Mariska, I know. I am surprised they haven't really, but we don't know if Malaya has. She may have to the RCMP. I don't know, right? I agree. She said she never wanted to be in that trailer, but she had opportunities to leave and she didn't take them. That's the thing. Just me, please do not use full names in the chat. So does Malaya get pregnant every 2 years? Is there 2 years approaching? Good question. Actually, every year and 3 months, wouldn't it be? Because you got 9 months of pregnancy. If the kids are 2 years apart, right? She does seem, she's very immature. Yeah, and self-centered. I could see that as well. Okay, guys, please don't use names in chat, okay? Use the first initial. Yeah. Were they given sleeping meds? I mean, that's what I honestly think that's what happened with Sebastian and Jalen, right? Yep, she had a chance to leave, but she never took it. Caregivers are responsible for safety and access to drugs or medication. Yeah. Should have been reported, yes, but they were afraid. I think, in my opinion, both were on drugs. They were afraid of CPS, afraid of losing Meadow. You hope she was? I don't. No, 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 no. I don't want her to have any more babies, guys. I really don't. Yeah. Very emotionally immature. I agree. 100%. And how can someone like that be responsible for caretaking 3 little children, right? I agree with you, Tammy. Every single one of those names, I don't believe any of them. Wasn't. Got ya. Okay. I hope not too. I'm right there with you, Drippy. Yeah, I agree. Well, it isn't even book smart. It's like, I don't know what it is. Naivety. She's very naive. Yeah. She knows how to get what she wants from a guy, I think. Let's put it that way. And that yeah. That doesn't mean she's smart. I will not believe any of them on that property. I agree. I agree. Yeah, Drippy, I do see it all. In StreamYard, nothing gets deleted. And you know, Sandra, that's sad. Your grown children will never own a house, a broken Canadian dream we all took for granted. That's sad. That's really sad. Yes. Well, they did get the government child support cut off. So, because of their stupidity. You know, I would really hope so, Carity, because I'm sorry, you know. I think that she needs a lot of counseling, and Daniel should never be allowed around children unsupervised, in my opinion, because I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't trust him. Yeah, I did see that. Not sure if Malaya said she didn't hear the kids. Yeah, I saw that. This group of people aren't rocket scientists. Are the answers looking right at us, but we're thinking too deep? um, I mean, we have to look at their statements to figure out what they're saying. And it's one of the reasons why I played this video today, because Mr. Yummy, oh, I better not call him that. People say it's sexist. Even though you guys were the ones that came up with it. But anyway, Deception Detective said that her silence is, you know, almost like a confession of sorts. It's weird. Too much drug use and alcohol dependency. Yeah. Unfortunately, if someone is immature themselves, they are the ones that have more children. Sad thing is, they're not even responsible enough to relinquish those children. Yeah, I agree. Let's be kind, please, guys. So the other thing I wanted to show you was, this is in that group, some of Daniel's texts. And I'm going to read how it's supposed to read, I think. First thing Malaya said to her mom when she arrived was, "Told you, Mom, the kids were autistic." Not, "Mom, the kids are gone or missing." So, and I don't know who put helmets. You can tell that these were added. So I don't know who did that. That's ridiculous. First of all, I really don't see Malaya saying that. What reason would she have to say that for? I'm just saying, what reason would Malaya have to say something like that? Those are supposed to be like helmets, I think. But I don't know, whoever put them on there is ridiculous. Those are the ones you saw, yeah. I figured that's what you were talking about, Tammy. All right. Sleeping a little while later, I go to bed. Malaya marks the kids absent from school at 6:17 and 6:18. That does the night before into the morning. I was asleep when they were marked absent. We both woke at the same time and proceeded outside. Malaya was up beforehand, hence the kids being marked absent. I called RCMP to retrieve the large portion from the garbage bin by the road at the house when I first heard about a piece being found in the tree. And this is what I've heard too, but he's leaving out the fact that he and Justin videotaped him taking it out of the trash. Yep, he sure did. Let's change the story some more. I'm assuming, and I agree, that's why I was irritated by him. If I would have been able to show it without it, I would have. I agree. Yep, he did. Yeah, weirdly specific, but they looked it up. So that's how he knows the time. But it's funny that he remembers that, but he doesn't remember the story. Why does he remember that? Because it's truth, guys. She sent the emails at 6:17 and 6:18 that morning. Truth. The rest of his garbage he doesn't remember because, oh gee, it's not true. Joanne, we have gone over this so many times that we do pretty much remember who said what. um, you know, if I can't remember, somebody else will. It's pretty yeah, yeah. Exactly, Mr. Hemme. He remembers that because it's the only thing he can't manipulate because it's truth. It's truth. Well, because one was for Lily and one was for Jack. She had to do an email for each one. It's a certain thing that you send in. You click on each kid or something. Okay, so we want Jack and Lily found. Who's we? Who's we? I'll give you the best explanation I have. It grew wings and flew there. That's the best I can offer. Get this. I drove that road on May 2nd. I didn't see it. I drove that road on May 2nd. I put it there. I gave investigators every location I could come up with. Dogs cost between 50 to 70,000, 75,000 to bring in. I don't know if that's true, but boy, if it is, wow. At around 12 p.m., kids are sleeping. A little while later, I go to bed. Malaya marks the kids absent from school at 6:17 and 6:18 a.m. That does the night before. Into the morning, I was asleep when they were marked absent. It's not an abduction, meaning the individuals or parties involved knew the kids. First thing Malaya said to her mom, well, we already saw that one. The hamsters are my two oldest kids' pets, Cookie and Num Num. That's kind of scary. Right, Mr. Hemme. Yes, absolutely. School messenger app. Him and the rat in his pocket. Tammy, are you really 25 today? All right. Well, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Tammy. All right. So the two hamsters, Cookie and Num Num. You're 49 today. Well, Happy birthday anyway. You can be as old as you want to be, Tammy. You're still a youngster. I've almost got 20 years on you. You're very welcome. Awesome. All right. So is your mom sure she heard both kids in the morning? Yes, mom's sure. I want people to always remember I'm doing this all out of the kindness of my heart. Oh, man. Here it is. When we both woke up, it's hard to remember if it was me or her. See, now he's changing his story, right? Because he said the same story as her, and now he's backtracking a little bit. When we both woke up, it's hard to remember if it was me or her, but I think she said, "Do you hear the kids?" It's a tough question because waking up from sleep, then your world changes on a dime. You forget things so small like that. Oh, yeah. Let's lie some more. I put total faith in them. I've met so many of them. I think one big break is needed to capitalize in on the case, but hard question to answer. Ron called mom the morning of the disappearance because he was going in town. If mom would have went with Ron, mom would have never heard the kids. That's how you know I never harmed the kids, and neither did Malaya. Does that make sense to you guys? How does that help us know that he or Malaya never harmed the kids? You guys got any answers for that one? What's all the black scribble? I don't know. Evidently didn't want us to see it. Not one dang bit of sense to you, Joanne. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either. I read that and I'm like, that doesn't help me know anything, Daniel. You haven't convinced me. Ginger, you want to put my email address in the chat? Drippy. I know where I'd like to stick those double exclamation marks. I agree, Trees. She's trying to give him an alibi. Absolutely. No, not at all, Granny. What doesn't make sense is allegedly Janie always calls Malaya or Daniel when the children were outside, but this important day she didn't call. Answer that, Daniel. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just do this. There's my email. Okay. Okay. To prove the kids were heard that morning? Yeah. I'm led to think involvement was by someone that was known to the kids, hence no abduction. So a relative? RCMP also believed the same because that statement was released by them. No, Daniel. RCMP says no abduction. We both woke at the same time and proceeded outside. Malaya was up beforehand, hence the kids being marked absent. No, I try to provide anything I can to them, and in turn, I do get information and regular updates on the investigation. But I'm limited on what they can tell me. Oh, he sure likes those double exclamation points. But I have almost 100 hours face to face with them. He counts the hours that he talks to them. Wow. But they do work hard. I've seen notebooks on notebooks filled. But I have to hold back on some things because I don't want to harm the case. If I said everything, it's not fair if we want justice. Motive is unclear, but by the looks of it, trying to frame me, all the accusations are mounting. I'm sorry, I can't help it. No worries, Joanne. Or no worries, Ginger. I agree. I agree. I know. I don't feel sorry for him at all. I mean, I think you guys can tell by the way I'm reading his comments. I'm being sarcastic. At least I hope you can tell I'm being sarcastic. Hey guys, I'm being sarcastic. Oh, good night, Brian. Keep talking, Daniel. You live in the dreamland. I'm sure the RCMP has your digits. I we girl. Oh my gosh. He drives me crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, what kind of person or people destroy a kid's future? I don't know, Daniel. Why don't you tell us? You know, like, what kind of person or people lays hands on children? Like, what kind of person or people throws a boot at a baby? Like, what kind of person or people leaves holes in the floor that the kids could fall into? Oh, can you tell I'm getting angry? Videos are on the internet forever. My kids will see all this and say, Dad, WTF are all these people going on about? Jack and Lily will see all this and none of it is their fault. It's sickening. No, unfortunately, Daniel, you know Jack and Lily won't see it. Your kids, yeah, someday they will. Oh, that one really got me, guys. Okay. Yes, I was being sarcastic. Yes, I can understand Janie calling Daniel and Malaya when the children were outside. Others were taking care of the children. Yeah. Yeah. Daniel's kids will never see this. Jack and Lily are gone. Yeah. Jack and Lily are gone. Daniel's kids, right now, they won't see it, but who, when they're old enough, maybe. I know. I know. Well, this whole text right here made me angry. Again, I say, please, double exclamation points. I know. It just, this one got to me. What kind of person? Yes, he really does. He really, really does. It is sickening. Daniel, and I don't know who's asking these questions, guys, so I can't tell you. I just pull these up from the media in that group, so I can't tell you where these came from. Daniel, I have to ask with respect, but why were CPS involved months ago? What was the outcome? The outcome is fine. That case closed. That's not what she asked. Mom has a big pool, but the kids are not around this summer, so no point now. Not just Jack and Lily, but my kids too. Yes, because your ex-wife won't let you or your mother see those kids, and I don't blame her. Every inch was checked and checked again. By the end of the first day, $1 million was spent. Almost $1 million on dogs alone. How would he know that? Reminds me of OJ's daughter. She knew what he did to their mothers. She completely cut off communication with him, from what I know. Yeah. Well, he's dead now. What kind of people don't take care of little children, Dee? Exactly. Very good. I agree with you, Valerie. Look in the mirror and you might find that very person. If she heard them, then why wouldn't she call Daniel and Malaya to back her story? She said she did always. Oh, I guess she never thought of it on that day, all in the panic. Yeah. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Couple ways she's smart. She's smart for divorcing him, and she's smart for getting the kids out of there. It was 75,000 allegedly. That's a far cry from $1 million. I'm just saying. Yes, my kids named the chickens after things to do with Minecraft. Here we go. Double exclamation points, guys. No one is willing to speak but me. The first time CPS came to the house was to give support contacts for Lily's and Jack's behavior issues. Do you believe him, guys? I don't think so. I think it was maybe about the lice or the clothing, the black eyes, the bruised faces, the swollen jaw, the split lips, the scab on the chin. I don't know. What do you think? Timu, Facebook, and dozing were more important to Janie than getting outside to watch the children. And in all fairness, they weren't hers to watch. Right? I mean, seriously. They were Malaya's children. No, because D lies always. That's a good question, prayer warrior. Who's going to speak the truth in this case? The only one I know of is Belinda. "3:09, left the pizza shop, got home a little before 4. I got my tools together and helped work on the fence. I came inside when it started to get dark around 8 or so. Kids are already in bed. I flicked on the kids' room light at around 12 p.m. And then I took them out and away." No. I don't know. Just adding to it. Agreed. They don't come to the house for that. Could very well be, Lori, right? We'll have to keep an eye on the kids if they were on rugs. Yeah, could very well be. And did that irritate her? I'll bet you it did. In the last article, they stated it was living conditions. Yeah. Yep, sure did. Wake them up with the light, another lie. I think 12 o'clock means something. It's in his head. I think that's when he took them wherever. I watch my neighbor kids just because I miss watching my kids and grandkids. I'm known as a nice old lady per the oldest kid out there. That's sweet. Yeah, the teacher would refer the child for testing and an IEP. Yeah, exactly. CPS doesn't get involved in that. Or see a doctor for a referral. And we did hear that they had a referral for being tested for autism. There's a close-up of that wood, guys. Here's a picture of the new swings with the new rope on them with the duct tape. You see the duct tape, guys? Duct tape here. Yeah, I wouldn't let my kids swing on that. Yeah, I hope they do too. I think Daniel knew that car was coming or he was in it. That's what I think. Actually, I think, Mr. Hemme, that Janie did that. I honestly, I don't think. I mean, yeah, Daniel said he was working on the fence. Is the fence even finished yet? I think Janie's the one that got this stuff done. Yes, exactly. It's all for show, everything. Exactly. I just meant to show you the things, but now here, guys, is the stuff for the pool. So, pump and everything. So she did have a pool, but oh well. Okay, so that's all we had for that. Yeah, it's hard to wade through all the BS. When someone lies or tells untruth, it's hard to pick and choose what is truth and what is lies. It really is. Oh gosh. I agree with you, Tammy. And I worry for Baby Meadow, honestly. Here's the thing, Lori. I think Janie knew something. She was raking for a reason. Could he have drugged Malaya, Jack, and Lily, knowing Malaya was going to leave him? Then they all fall asleep, and Twelve fixed the light as a signal for the vehicle he leaves with kids in the car. Anything's possible, Osprey, right? Amen to that, trees. If you tell the truth to begin with, you don't have to lie. School would get CAS involved when they showed up in winter without coats. Yeah. Definitely would, wouldn't they? I mean, that's the thing. We don't know, right? We don't know what happened. And I was going to say, I was going to look, but Tammy, maybe you know, maybe you looked. Did Tammy Burke, I mean. Do you know when those texts from Daniel were they before the article? Because I'm just wondering, has he spoke out at all since the article? Yeah, she could have became involved through no fault of her own. She's going to stick up for her kids, right? Can we see the Earl again? All right, let me show it one more time really quickly.
Them kids,
Me?
what are you doing here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
You're a idiot. Another one of them YouTubers, are you?
Is there anything wrong that I parked my car in here?
You're not parking. You're being an idiot.
For what?
You can YouTube all you want. You low-life little. You can smile because you got a camera there.
Calm
You're
down.
taking my picture. I
Calm
don't
down.
have to calm down.
Keep crying. Keep quiet, man.
Hate you YouTubers.
That's reportedly a step grandpa of missing Nova Scotian Tots, Lily, and Jack Sullivan, and we're finally starting to learn about him and their bizarre home life thanks to the Globe and Mail. So in today's video, let's break down their bombshell report and count the red flags. I'm Deception Detective, an attorney trained in statement analysis. This channel exposes lies and manipulation. So if that's your
What are you doing? Put your camera down, bud. Be a man. Be a man.
Tell me, what can I help you?
Are you the one that stole them kids?
Me?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
Are you in here?
Are you?
What are you doing here?
Are you?
You're a idiot. Another one of them YouTubers, are you?
Is there anything wrong? I park my car in here?
You're not parking, you being an idiot.
For what?
You can YouTube all you want. You low-life little
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
You can smile because you got a camera there.
Calm
You're taking
down.
my picture.
Calm
I don't
down.
have to calm down.
Who hurt you?
You're the one that
Who hurt you?
you.
Who hurt you?
You.
Keep quiet. Keep quiet, man.
Hate you YouTubers.
I'm not YouTuber.
Then what are you doing here?
I'm here looking for it. What are you doing?
Well,
Oh,
take pictures of me then.
because you took a picture of me first.
I live here.
So what? I can't come here to help? What the wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with you?
Walk away, you little.
That's the full clip. Make of it what you will. Personally, I wouldn't.
There you go. So that's the end of that. Not sure they were listed today, but somewhere else he had said after last Monday he won't be talking anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Teachers are required to report. If they don't, they could be fired for that. Yeah. I agree. She's a nurse and she knew about the abuse. So you smile because you have a camera. I smile without a camera every day. He has a camera and suddenly he's a YouTuber. Right? Oh, yeah, it's funny. I agree that they'll go out to their lost and found and not they're gonna make sure, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna report, right? You guys hear me all right? Because I'm not muted, so. You hear me okay, guys? Okay. So anyway, Kirty, what I was saying is, of course they're going to go and get the stuff from Lost and Found. That doesn't mean they won't, report it once class is over, or, maybe not even the first time, but if there's a repeated occurrence of not having the right clothing for winter, that would be the thing. So All right. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, they have a duty to report. And that's where the CPS report came from, was school, the teachers. So that makes sense. All right. So our grannyism for today is a guilty conscience needs to confess. A work of art is a confession. Albert Camus said that. I agree. Guilty conscience needs to confess. They're hurting their mental health if they don't, honestly. Thank you for participating, Jennifer. We appreciate you and everybody else here. It doesn't seem the same without our video, does it? Oh, man. Yeah, Daniel painting his narrative. Yep. Work of art. Well, I can just picture Jane out with no lunch half the time because didn't they say the children asked to bring snacks home allegedly? Oh, those poor babies. My heart just goes out to them. We could probably all sing it. People have to remember that in a lot of instances, due to the history of CAS issues, not to mention the residential schools here in Canada, somewhat leery of getting involved. Yeah. Well, but they did get involved. That's why the CPS report was out there. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to call it a night tonight. Good discussion. I did miss our video. I miss it just as much as you guys do, but I'll try to think of something else. It'll take me a few days though, but I'll try to think of something that we can have fun with. I could play the song without showing the video. I could. Let's see if this will work. Let me try this, guys. Okay.
Always got a swagger, a wild little flair, struts like a model.
It didn't work. I can't do that. I wanted it to go behind, but it won't. So, doggone it. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Use animals as a substitute for people. Yeah, I could. Oopsies. All right, everybody. Have a great night, everybody. I hope I got you to laugh a little. You got a little teaser there anyway. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Granny's Crime Busters. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and even share the content. You can follow us on any of our other social media platforms at YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We really appreciate you guys, and you can also email us at granny'scrimebusters@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.